Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn Weekly Energy, and this is from March 29th to April 5th. We're going to do the 5-card spread, we're going to pull some tarot, we're going to get some clarifiers, and then close out with an oracle. Also, this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with you. Alrighty, let's see, what do we got going on for Capricorn this week? I'm curious to know what energy is going on. All right, also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. Even if you just put it on in the background, I greatly appreciate any and all of your support, and thank you so much. All right, for some reason we have the wheel that came out upside down. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Prince of Wands. We have the Hierophant. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So I feel like you're feeling stuck this week. You feel like things are not moving forward. There's some work that you have to do on something. Like you're feeling like you're putting a lot of work into something, but it's just not happening. But I feel like all of a sudden things are going to fall in place. I feel that you have to believe that everything happens for a reason, even though that you're tired. Like you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you're putting work into something, it's not happening, that changes aren't happening. But I feel that all of a sudden things are just going to happen. Things are just going to start falling into place, and things are going to start making sense. You know how sometimes you just feel like you're stuck in quicksand and you're not getting anywhere, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm putting so much work and effort into this, like why are things not happening? But I feel like maybe it's that like that's how you're feeling this week, and you're feeling frustrated about that. But I feel that all of a sudden things are just gonna fall in place, and it's going to make sense, and you're going to be like, oh wow, like finally I'm moving forward. All right, let's see, let's do Alice. I like my Alice cards. I feel like you're feeling tired, like at the end of the week you're feeling tired, but you're feeling victorious. Like you're like, yes, like I muscled through, I powered through, I did it. And give yourself a good pat on the back, because you know that for some of you it may be a bit of a challenging week, but I feel like it's going to bring positive changes in for you. All right, for the wheel we have the Fool. Yeah, new beginnings. Queen of Pentacles for you, and then the Hermit. So I feel that there's new things coming in for you. I feel like there's changes coming in. You have to have faith that this is happening for a reason, and that there's positive changes coming in for you. And you may be a little bit to yourself because you're frustrated with things not happening. So you may be kind of keeping to yourself. And I feel like you have to give yourself a pep talk this week and say, okay, so things aren't going my way this week, but it's okay. Like I'm going to get through this. And maybe that's your lesson this week, is to realize that yes, even though there may be difficult times and things aren't happening the way that you want them to, but it's for a reason, and that you can be your own support system, that you can give yourself that positive energy and that positive reinforcement, and that you're not going to go into that negative space where you're just focusing on what didn't happen and putting yourself down or making yourself even more like frustrated. Maybe this week is a lesson for you to be your biggest supporter and your biggest positive, your positive energy. 3 of Pentacles, we have, a new way of doing things. A 7 of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Swords. And I feel like this is the same energy, like you're putting work in, but this is going to be a new way, like I said, of you looking at things. It's about you being your biggest support system. And you're going to have some challenges, but you can get through this. Because like I said, I feel like at the end of the week, you're going to say, yes, I powered through. I did it. I stayed positive. You know, I might have had a few moments where I was negative, where I was frustrated, but I still, you know, I kept moving forward, and I was my biggest support system. 10 of Wands. He's so cute. I love this card. And the Devil. So you have your own card, but I feel like, again, this is, don't go into that negative headspace. Don't start putting yourself down if things don't happen. Don't start looking at all of the negative. Don't focus on that. Focus on the positive. Change that way of thinking, okay? For Hierophant, we have the Six of Cups, staying in that happy place, just enjoying that ice cream sundae with your friend. Those little things, those little positive things that happen, those are what you need to focus on, not what's not happening the way that you want. You know, it's focus on those positive things and standing up for yourself and looking at those positive things and being strong, being confident, knowing that you can get through any challenges that are brought to you this week. And again, I feel like at the end of the week, you're going to say, yes, I powered through. I did it. I made it happen. We have the World card, which is one of the most positive, you know, cards in the deck. It's about, the World card represents, you know, ending one phase to begin a new phase. It's about having fulfillment. It's about giving yourself that pat on your back and saying, yes, I did it. And then we have the Judgment card, and that represents, you know, the karmic card, so that the work that you put into something, like, I feel like this is a lesson that you had to learn, and it's about you learning to be your own biggest supporter. It's about letting go of what doesn't work for you, because it doesn't work for you staying in that negative energy. Okay, I feel like this is a lesson for some of you this week, is to change your attitude and not focus on the negative and focus on the positive, even if it's just the little things. And then the Eight of Wands is about big happy changes that are happening quickly. And I feel like for some of you, you're really going to learn a lot this week. Like, you're really going to have some clarity. And, you know, I'm like proud of you already. Like, even though this hasn't happened, or maybe this is happening for you and this is the energy, you know, that you are turning things around, that you are making those positive changes, that you are looking at those happy little things that happen. And that's not always easy, because sometimes it's easier to focus on the negative than it is on the positive. And then I feel like this card, we have Six of Wands, success. You're going to have a successful week. It may start off frustrating, but you're going to work through it. You're going to be like this little guy carrying this, you know, his cart with his little berries and his you know, his sticks, and he's like, oh my gosh, can I get through this week? Can I do it? This is so heavy. But then he gets to his home and he's like, wow, look, I've got this whole cart full of food, and I've got all of these sticks so I can build my home, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself that I did it. I'm so happy that I pushed through, and I was able to accomplish something that I felt that I wasn't going to be able to. So I feel like that's you this week, Capricorn. And I love that. And that's definitely, you know, I feel like this is, you know, an energy boost for me too, because sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. You know, I've got a couple really long days at work this week, and I'm like, oh boy, like tomorrow is a really long day. Well, actually, when you're seeing this, I'll be at work. So I'm doing this on Sunday, so It'll be Monday when I post this, so I'll be having an extremely long day at work, and I'm like, oh boy, but I'm going to power through and I'm going to get through that, and you can do it too. All right, and we have Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So it's about, persevering and being confident and looking at the positive. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hang in there. Stay positive. You can do it. I can do it. And we're all going to come out at the end of the week patting ourselves on the back because we made it through. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.